Hey guys, welcome back to Small Group. This Thursday is Thanksgiving, and so to get us in the holiday mood, we have some chefs here who are going to do some twists on classic holiday food creations, and they're gonna make all this stuff up. I'm gonna get to eat it, and then we'll decide which one is the best. Well, you can see we have our delicious creations in front of us here. I'm gonna have our chefs explain what they made. I'm gonna eat them, and then we'll declare a winner. So let's get started right here with Becky's creation. Tell us what this is.
Basically, it's all the leftovers after Thanksgiving dinner thrown into one dish. Everybody loves chicken and dressing, turkey and dressing, and green bean casserole. So what better than just to put them together and make one dish?
All right, let's try this out. That does taste like Thanksgiving just exploded in my mouth. I don't know if you just saw all of that drool that came out of my mouth onto the plate, but that was disgusting. Very, very good. Let's move on to our second creation by Jason Collins right here. Jason, please explain what you made.
All right, so in the same vein as Becky, this is Thanksgiving leftover grilled cheese.
Okay.
So we got the turkey, a little bit of stuffing as well. The cheese is a nice brie.
Oh, very fancy.
It's a very fancy
Jason
cheese.
knows how fancy I am,
Yes,
so
sir.
he prepared that ahead for me.
So,
Nathan, can you spell brie?
It starts with a silent Q.
And then to add a little garnish, the sauce is a mixture of cranberry sauce and Dijon mustard. To stay with the fancy, you know.
Very fancy.
Grilled all on sourdough bread.
All right,
So
I'm gonna get a little dip in here.
Does it taste fancy?
It does taste extremely fancy. This is like this is the perfect example between the Martin family Thanksgiving with the Collins family Thanksgiving. Both very Thanksgiving-y, just one's a little nicer. So, all right, and our final creation is here. Mr. Kelly Davenport, please explain.
First of all, notice the festive shirt.
I do a little extra points on that. I'll give you that.
This is a pineapple bacon wreath. Because I know how much you enjoy decorating with wreaths.
I am the wreath king.
He is. And so this is, and also, you know, ham. You know, some people have ham at Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff.
I did
a little pineapple.
Never gonna argue about bacon.
So there you go. So it's a pineapple bacon wreath with a little bit of spicy seasoning on there. So.
All right. Wow. I don't even have to decide. That is our winner right there, the wreath. Oh my goodness. That was so sweet, so salty, so fatty. You cannot ask for anything better. Everyone should make this for your holiday dinner. Talk about that, and then we're gonna move on. So this Thursday is Thanksgiving, which means most of us will all be doing the same couple of things in addition to eating way too much food. One, we will spend time with family or friends, which some of us are excited about, and others of us are stressed out already because our family is crazy. Another thing many of us will be doing after Thanksgiving night will be preparing for Christmas. Whether it's hanging up decorations or going Christmas shopping on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, the end of Thanksgiving signals the beginning of the most wonderful and terrifying time of the year. I'm looking at you, Krampus. My family growing up always began putting up the Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving, and there's just something special about this time of year, right? Well, today we are starting a new series to get us in the Christmas spirit as we prepare for the time of year we remember the birth of Jesus. God's Son, who came to earth over 2,000 years ago so he can make a way for us to be made right with God again. Now, this is something truly worth celebrating. So today, to get us in that spirit, we're going to prepare for Christmas by reading the first part of the Christmas story. You may be familiar with this, or you may not be. Either way, we're going to be looking at this story for the next few weeks leading up to Christmas, so let's get started. This is from the biography of Jesus written by a guy named Matthew. Matthew writes, "This is a record of the ancestors of Jesus the Messiah, a descendant of David and of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac. Isaac was the father of Jacob. Jacob was the father of Judah and his brothers. Judah was the father of Perez and Zerah, whose mother was Tamar. Perez was the father of Hezron. Hezron was the father of Ram. Now, I'm going to pause here for a second, not just because Perez, Hezron, and Ram are awesome names, but also because I know you're thinking, this is part of the Christmas story? I mean, see, this is the part my family always skips over because it's boring. And trust me, I get that, but there are some important things to know in this part. First, Matthew begins with this part of the story because his readers wanted to know this. You see, in Jesus' day, family was everything. Who your ancestors were really mattered. And so Matthew begins by saying, Jesus' ancestors were David and Abraham. Now, why does that matter? Because for thousands of years leading up to Jesus, God had been promising the Jewish people that he would send them a Messiah, a Savior who would make things right between God and people, and he would send him through the bloodline of Abraham and David. You see, there were all these prophecies from God about Jesus long before Jesus was born. In a sense, the Jewish people had been preparing for Christmas long before Jesus was even born. And so Matthew starts the story of Christmas by saying, this Jesus I'm going to tell you about, he's the Messiah God promised. So listen up. This story matters. And I think that's the thing we all need to remember from this list of Jesus' family. This story matters. Christmas matters because Christmas is about God sending his son to make things right between himself and us. Christmas is about God's great love for us and how because of Jesus, we can have life forever with God. I think that's something worth celebrating. So today in your groups, talk about why the Christmas story matters and how we can prepare for Christmas by remembering Jesus, and then